Good morning, everyone. Today is Thanksgiving Day. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. I have some historical issues with the celebration of Thanksgiving. I think we should be thankful for what we have every day. I like to travel over the break that they give us from school and such. So we're here at French Quarter, Port Orleans French Quarter Resort, and I just stepped out the door of our room right here. We're in room 1143, which we arrived at last night. I let the kids sleep late because yesterday was a long, busy park day at Hollywood Studios. It was very crowded there. And they're getting ready, and I'm going to walk around the resort a little bit here and show it to you in the daylight. It's very pretty. It's also very humid today. It's been pretty humid the whole time we've been here. We are not going into a park today. Our plan today is to take the boat from here to Disney Springs. And we had tickets to Strange World, the new Disney movie. Came out in the theaters yesterday. And then after that, we have tickets to Drawn to Life, which is the Cirque du Soleil show that's done in conjunction with Disney over at Disney Springs. So we're going to be going to those two entertainment offerings today. Our plan is to eat lunch here at French Quarter in the food court here, which I've never been in. So let's go check that out. So when you come out our door, we got a ground floor room, which I did request. Although I realized last night when we got here that there are elevators here. So the only two resorts, because yeah, this is actually 3 stories tall, these buildings. So the only two resorts that don't have elevators, that have more than one floor, that I can think of are Port Orleans Riverside, which we've stayed at before, but we also happen to have a ground floor room there, and Caribbean Beach Resort. Those are 2-story buildings like this where the doors are outside and they don't have elevators. So if you're staying at either of those and you don't want to haul your luggage up the stairs, or you have issues with stairs like I do, then you might want to request a ground floor room at those 2 resorts. But there are elevators here, so we would have been fine if we'd been upstairs, but our room is right over there. Look at, you can see some people got a pedal bike. It's actually quite bright. I'm going to put on my sunglasses. There's this lovely fountain over here, which I also showed you last night. There's benches around it. I'm heading this way because this is the way that Megan went last night when she went to get help from the front desk when our door wouldn't open. And there were 2 issues there. All of our magic bands needed to be reset because they were still on Pop Century. And so when Megan went to the front desk last night, she reset hers there, but then she came back with her to get our magic bands so that we didn't have to walk all the way to the front desk. I thought that was really nice. And then when she came to do that, we had her come into the room and we showed her that our door is actually not hung right. It's a little crooked. And she definitely saw what we were talking about and said she wanted to know, did we want it fixed right away while we were here? And I said, no, that's fine. You don't have to. We just wanted them to be aware of it so they can fix it at some point. She was very appreciative that we pointed it out. So the building numbers are clearly labeled. We're in building 1. And there's little street signs. It's like you're in New Orleans. And we are going to New Orleans in March. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss that. We're actually going to be taking a cruise on the Disney Magic out of New Orleans coming up soon. So there's pretty flower bushes here. I love how they have the old-fashioned hitching posts. I just think that's really neat. You can take a horse and carriage ride. I showed that in July when we were here, and we took the boat from Disney Springs to the sister resort at Riverside. There was a horse and carriage over there. And I think you can get it from here too. I'm not quite sure about that. But here is the playground. There's some kids playing, lots of kids actually. Over there's the water thing. That actually would feel good right now. It's pretty humid. It says the playground is for kids 5 to 12. It's like that nice squishy recycled tire material. They have a pretty cool pool thing here. You can see it from the river when you're on the boat. I'll take you down here and show you. There is a water slide and it's a sea serpent. I'm gonna go around here. Okay, so the pool hours are 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and it's all festive and like Mardi Gras. It's a pretty sizable pool, and you can see the sea serpent with Poseidon or Triton or whoever riding it over there, and that's the slide. There are life jackets available for kids. There's a pool bar over here called the Mardi Crocs. Mardi Crocs? Crocs? Mardi Crocs? And there are bathrooms here, which I'm assuming probably have showers in them. This is kind of fun. And the resort is all decorated for Christmas. Some jazzy music playing. And then this is the main lobby building up ahead of me here. Just over here, there's a listing of the recreational activities. Tonight's movie is Brother Bear. Oh, there is a guest laundry. Man, Mardi Gras pool bar. So if you need to do your laundry, you can do that here. This is the most compact, moderate resort footprint. So like most of the moderate resorts, Caribbean Beach, Port Orleans Riverside, Coronado Springs, are pretty big and spread out and actually have their own internal bus systems. But this one doesn't have that. It's not as big and spread out. So if you want to stay at a moderate resort without a lot of walking, this is probably your best choice. This is the lobby. Oh, it's really decorated pretty for Christmas. Oh, and check it out. We can get a Thanksgiving feast today. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna get that. This is the food court. The lobby's really pretty. Let's back where we came in. Pretty fountain here. People throwing coins in. Just so you know. Oh, there's duckies. Kind of like on a cruise ship. Disney does give all the coins that people throw into fountains to charity. So this out here is the front where the buses would drop folks off. You can see the bus stop sign right there. Okay. So when you come in the main entrance off to the right, here's registration. These garlands are beautiful. There's concierge on this side, lots of concierge. Oh, there's a nice mailbox. mail your postcards. And as at most, if not all Disney resorts, there's a little sitting area where the kids can sit and watch cartoons while they're waiting for mom and dad at the desk. Down this hallway here, you have restrooms and the arcade. There is also a fuel rod exchange place here, which we've been getting a lot of use out of our fuel rods actually, and a Chase ATM. Restrooms are back there. And here's the arcade. It's open 8 to 10. And then here is Jackson Square, which is the shop. Here at French Quarter. Okay, we had a very yummy lunch, and the kids just pointed something out to me. There's another set of restrooms over here. Press petting machine, and a cruise ship model of the Disney Dream. I think that there might be a ship model in every Disney resort actually. Here's the map, and right now this is still a pretty good sized resort. We're in building 1. Okay, I don't know what, yeah. But right now, where are we? Where are we here?
I know you are here.
We're here. Okay. Is H? Yeah, we just need to go there. So we need to go past the pool to the river to get the boat. Oh, this is Riverside. That's why it looks so big. This is just French Quarter down here. Okay. And Riverside is all that.
That's cool.
So that's where we were.
The whole thing was originally called Dixie Landings.
Oh.
And then they changed it into the 2 names because the term Dixie is kind of a...
Yeah.
So if you walk this way, you get to Disney Springs. I don't know if you can walk the whole way actually though. I don't think so. And that way you go to Port Orleans Riverside. It got quite sunny and hot.
Oh, it's sunny and hot?
Sunny and hot, yeah. Drops by that amount?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I told you Black Friday is
I would love to come back and get one of these. Yeah. Not in this heat though. What? It's right there. What'd you say to me?
There's a corgi.
Oh,
Did you see it?
no. I can't say anything. I'm blind.
Right there.
I'm blind.
There's a corgi in a stroller.
Oh, coolness.
I just saw that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah. Okay. Yeah. 203, so should be here.
We're gonna go up the stairs right here, my friend. So let's walk your steps.
Probably on this side. All right, we just went to 2 shows in a row. We saw Strange World at the AMC movie theater, and it was strange. It ended up being a really good movie, and I highly recommend it. But it took a while.
Yeah, you really have to stick with it until the very end.
Yeah, it took a while. Like, okay, the story of the people, the main characters, the grandpa played by Dennis Quaid, the dad played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and the son, their story develops very well throughout the whole movie, and you can totally follow that. Like, it's about their relationship with each other. But the story of the planet, the strange world, was not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be an alien planet, and it's not. And I can't really tell you what it actually is because I'll give it away. Actually, even what you think it is for most of the movie is not what it is. It turns out to be something really, really cool. And it's a very neat analogy about the environment and our treatment of the earth. It has a very powerful message. So it's a really good movie. I don't recommend it for young kids. I think young kids won't get it at all. They will be totally lost, and they might actually be pretty bored. Because like Megan said, you really got to stick with it. Okay, then we went to Cirque du Soleil, Drawn to Life. Okay, if you've never been to a Cirque du Soleil show, they're very weird. Cirque du Soleil is a French organization. It means Circus of the Sun, and there's usually a lot of French, usually a lot of Chinese performers, acrobats. I think there were some Russian gymnasts in this one. There were some ballerinas. It's a lot of things going on at once, and you don't always know where to look because the stage and the set is so big. There's stuff down low in front of you, there's stuff to the sides, there's stuff happening up in the air. A lot of it sometimes is distraction to the audience so that you don't see stuff that they're doing to like change things over, because there's a lot of stunts in a Cirque du Soleil show, and so they have to do a lot of things with the equipment and for like safety and stuff. There is a story, and it's never that complicated of a story, but there will be some kind of story element through the show. This one was very touching, and it, you know, it like gave you the feels at the end when it got to the climax part of it. If you like stunts, or if you know, like really like heart-stopping stunt stuff, yeah, gymnastics and tricks and stuff like that. There's a juggler. There was a guy on stilts. There was those big guys in the wheels thing. There was not trapeze. What do you call it? Acrobats? I mean, there's that. There's also a large element of comedy and like improvisation. And then there's some really sweet, beautiful moments. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I really enjoyed how they wove Disney music through the whole show, very subtly, and in a way.
Into the music they wrote for them.
Yeah, and it was in a way I've never heard it before. One thing you will not see in a Cirque du Soleil show is talking. They spoke a little, a word here and there. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, there was one guy that's all he said was okay. There's no, you know, they're not having dialogue. It's all physical storytelling. Yeah. And my two favorite parts were, they were Chinese, weren't they? Chinese ballerinas in the blue fairy costumes.
Yeah.
They were on unicycles. So imagine, if you will, ballet on a unicycle. And they had the most beautiful costumes, and it was so beautiful, and it was so neat and amazing. Like, I don't even want to think about how much training that must have taken. And then my second favorite part was I think it was her parents. It was her parents.
Same parents as they were in the
Yeah, and it was the main girl's parents, and it was them dancing together, and they had like...
It was a memory.
It was a memory, yeah. It was like stained glass on the floor, like a rose window from a cathedral.
It was the little thing. It was
her lantern that she was carrying around.
I think it might have been one of those things that spins.
Oh yeah, that spins, yeah.
Projector.
And it was really, really beautiful, and it was very simple because it was just this couple dancing together. But they did some kind of trickery that the mom, the woman, was floating. I know what it was, but I'm not gonna, you know, you couldn't see it. I mean, it was beautiful. It was really, really beautiful. It was like she was slow-mo dancing upside down through the air. That's what I would say. But it was a very good show. But as usual, Cirque du Soleil, I mean, it's just kind of a bizarre entertainment form. But I mean, there was a ton of people at this show. I mean, there were quite a few empty seats. But I think there were even more people waiting to go in now at the 8 o'clock, don't you think? They do this show 18 times a week, the guy just told us. That's nuts.
It was like 2 hours long, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 2 hours long. It's very impressive. I mean, I recommend, if you ever get a chance to go to Cirque du Soleil, go. And if you, like, this is a very family-friendly production. I still think it would probably be better for older kids. It might be a little bit, like, little kids aren't going to get what's going on. But, yeah, it's really good. So that was our day today. We are going to go find something to eat now, and then we have to take the boat back to our resort to French Quarter, and that will be the end of our day. Thank you for joining us for this video. I hope you all have a great day and safe travels.